Pakistan cricket at its best. 1 minute down, next minute up.
Thanks very much, everyone, for joining me once again. Thought it'd be a good opportunity to speak about the Pakistan squad that's been announced for the upcoming T20i series against a weakened New Zealand side. A number of New Zealand players have opted out of the series in preference for the IPL and various other commitments. Some players like Tim Southee have been rested by New Zealand cricket as well. So, yeah, you can say it's a second stroke, third string New Zealand team, but I think we've seen weakened teams come to Pakistan before and challenge Pakistan. But undoubtedly, Pakistan will go into the series as favourites, and so they should be. So if we look at the squad that's been selected by the selection committee, I think we're best to start when the captain, Babar Azam, is back. To say anything goes in Pakistan cricket is an understatement. We've seen over the years, some of us who've been following Pakistan cricket for a long time, that you just don't know what's going to happen next. And who would have predicted that 3-4 months after being removed as captain, Babar Azam would be back as skipper in the T20 format. So there you go. It's just one of those situations, isn't it, where he's been reappointed as the white ball captain. Obviously, was taken off him. Shaheen captain for a short while, and then Babar's back. Can't imagine the situation between Shaheen and Babar Azam is a very pleasant one at the moment, because it doesn't matter how friendly you are with the captain, and I'm led to believe that Shaheen and Babar are close, you're still going to be disappointed. I mean, Shaheen, there'll be a tinge of disappointment, there'll be embarrassment, I'm sure, as well, because to have the captaincy taken away from you after just one series, however young you are, however great you are, whatever future you've got in the game, you're going to be gutted, aren't you? And I know we saw those Instagram messages from Shaheen. He'll be hurting inside. He'll have a point to prove, and let's hope that he takes it out on the New Zealand team that is, as I say, coming to Pakistan shortly. So yes, go through the squad one by one. Babar Azam, natural pick. I'm not convinced he's a very good T20i captain. The selectors have said he was chosen because he's the most experienced option as captain. So why did you get rid of him in the first place then? He's still experienced. He's still the same Babar Azam. What was the point of appointing Shaheen Shah Afridi just for one series? As I say, sometimes in Pakistan cricket, you just have to shake your head in disbelief and wonder just what the hell is going on. We know people are making decisions, and I'm just wondering whether those who are in charge of Pakistan cricket have actually got the best interests of Pakistan cricket at heart at times. And I don't mean the selectors, I mean above them. Abrar Ahmed, quality leg spinner. I think he deserves his chance. He bowled well in the PSL, had some very good performances. So I think he's a good option. Azam Khan. I don't really see the hype in Azam Khan yet in T20 leagues. In franchise cricket, now and then he'll play blistering innings. PSL, he wasn't that brilliant. In international cricket as well, he's flattered to deceive. He's not been good enough so far for Pakistan. I'm just wondering why there is so much hype around him and why he keeps getting opportunity after opportunity. The guy is not fit enough for international cricket. The guy couldn't complete a 2-kilometer run recently at the training camp. Anybody who can't complete a 2-kilometer run without having to stop does not deserve to be playing international cricket, in my opinion. Now, at the end of the day, yes, your cricketing ability is what counts. This guy's done nothing so far for Pakistan. It's about time he performed, because I think there's other players who'll be wondering why he's been picked and they've been left out. Mohammad Haris is an example of that. So I think Azam Khan, perform or move on. Fakhar Zaman, we know what Fakhar is capable of. He's a fantastic batter. Form's been a little bit up and down. Didn't have the best of PSLs for Lahore Qalandars, but it would be a brave man who drops for 𝗙𝒎, and you know, he's needed in that top order. What position he bats? Let's wait and see, because it seems like those top three positions in Babar Azam, 𝐓𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫, and Mohammad Rizwan are not available for anybody else at the moment. 𝗙𝒂𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒎 Ahmed, yeah, you know, 𝗙𝒑𝒑i deserves his spot. No problems at all with his place in the squad at all. He had a decent PSL. He's been steady rather than spectacular for Pakistan. I think you can't argue against him being given more opportunities in international cricket. Capable fielder, can bowl a few overs, and can hit a long ball as well. Imad Wasim. Imad's back. Whether he knew that Babar Azam would be captain or not makes for interesting reading at this moment in time, so to speak, because when Imad Wasim made his decision to come out of retirement, 𝐵𝒡𝒻 Shah Afridi was the captain. And now, after making his decision to come back to international cricket, unretire, Babar Azam is the captain. Complications, as there always are in Pakistan cricket. Nothing is simple. How long Imad comes out of retirement for, we'll have to wait and see. You've got the T20 World Cup later this year. I'd be surprised if he plays beyond the T20 World Cup this year. Let's wait and see. Who knows? Maybe he makes a successful return. Pakistan win the T20 World Cup, and Imad Wasim decides to carry on playing. We shall see. But based on current form, I think he deserves his spot. Mohammad Nawaz hasn't been in the greatest of form, so Imad deserves his place. Abbas Afridi, yeah, no doubts about his ability. Decent PSL. He's a wicket-taking bowler, and you know, he provides good backup for the likes of Mohammad Amir, Naseem Shah, Shaheen Shah Afridi as well. So yeah, no problems at all with his selection. Mohammad Rizwan, can't leave a guy of his caliber out. Didn't have a great PSL though, in terms of strike rate and also his match-winning innings. He wasn't quite the Rizwan that we're normally used to seeing. But yeah, important player for Pakistan, important cog in that wheel. You know, tactically very aware, great wicket keeper, and we know he can score important runs, big match temperament as well. So yeah, no problems at all. Mohammad Amir, so very much like Imad Wasim, he made the decision to come out of retirement. When he made that decision, make himself available for Pakistan, Shaheen Shah Afridi was the captain. Now, Babar Azam is the captain. A little bit of a complication there for both Amir and Imad Wasim. We know what Amir can do with the ball. Ramiz Raja isn't happy with Mohammad Amir being selected again. He feels that he's let down the country and he shouldn't have been picked. Well, I think when it comes to quality bowlers at the moment available to Pakistan, bearing in mind Haris Rauf is injured, then I think Amir comes in that top 3 or 4 bowlers. So, as I say, in terms of ability, you can't fault the guy. He's been playing in T20 leagues around the world. He's been bowling well, and he bowled well at the Pakistan Super League recently for Quetta as well. So, as I say, in terms of ability, experience, and capability, Amir is a good pick. Usman Khan, I'm delighted that he's been picked. I think at the PSL, he showed what he's all about. He can hit a long ball. He can play important innings. And he's an excellent athlete and fielder. I think we all heard the stories about him at the recent training camp about his fitness capabilities. You know, very, very impressive at the Pakistan Super League recently. I'm glad that he's been given a chance. I just hope he's been given a proper chance, not one of these situations where in the 5th match, he goes out there for 5 or 6 deliveries. You pick a player, his first opportunity, give him a proper chance, give him 3 or 4 matches in the series. Naseem Shah, yeah, when fit, he has to play for Pakistan. Doesn't matter what the format is, doesn't matter who the opponent is, doesn't matter what the conditions are. Naseem Shah is a must. For me, he's one of the world's best bowlers now. The only thing is his fitness. Injury prone throughout his career so far. So fingers crossed that he can stay fit, he can stay focused. And when he's out there on the field, Pakistan are a better team. Automatic pick, no doubt about it. 𝐓𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫, exciting young opening batsman. Enjoyed watching him at the PSL. Innovative, clever, aggressive, and can upset the opposition bowling plans in a matter of a few overs. So, yeah, he's a natural at the top of the order for Pakistan, and I enjoy watching him bat. Shadab Khan, excellent PSL, led his team really well. Obviously, they were the champions, Islamabad United, and he found his form with bat, ball, and in the field. Particularly pleased with his bowling because quite often in the recent past he hasn't been bowling well, but in the PSL he looked better and batted at the top of the order as well, number 4 position, scored runs and took some fantastic catches. So he's an automatic pick as well. Shaheen Shah Afridi, former T20i cap, shall we say, he's going to be hurting. As I said at the start of this video, he's going to be a bit embarrassed. Yeah, what happened? They made me captain for a series, then they take the captaincy off me, and now I'm just another player. I don't think PCB have handled it at all well. I think those in power at the Pakistan Cricket Board should look at themselves and see how they've treated one of the finest cricketers in the world, Shaheen Shah Afridi. Appoint him captain, remove it after one series, not acceptable. Either don't make the guy captain or give him a few series as captain, because to take that captaincy away from him after just one series, not acceptable, not professional, not good enough. It does Pakistan cricket no favours. It does Shaheen Shah Afridi no favours. He's going to make those comments and say, yeah, I'm happy to support the captain. Me and Babar are best friends. This, that, and the other. You know, all those things that sound great, but inside, he will be hurting. As I say, he will be embarrassed and he will not be happy. We saw those fake quotes that the PCB attributed to Shaheen Shah Afridi. That wound him up even more. And I just hope that we're not seeing the fall of a good cricketer like Shaheen Shah Afridi due to PCB and their poor decision making. Sam Amir, yeah, took wickets in the PSL, a little bit expensive, a little bit up and down. I think with Abrar Ahmed in the squad now, that puts a little bit of pressure on Osama because you've got Abrar, you've got Osama, and you've got Shadab Khan. 3 leggies all fighting for that possibly 1-2 positions in the team. I think with Imad coming back, you know, he occupies a spot there. So it will be interesting to see what happens in terms of spinners. I think the West Indies wickets later in the year for the T20 World Cup will be low and slow, as we've seen in the CPL and for West Indies home series. So, but there again, I mean, how many spinners can you take? I think the heat is on in terms of competition for places for spinners in the Pakistan squad. Usman Khan, interesting choice. Few domestic players probably thinking, this guy deserted Pakistan cricket, went to the UAE, turned his back on Pakistan cricket, and now all of a sudden he's selected after a good PSL. Is this right? Is this how it should be done? Somebody who turns his back on Pakistan cricket, has one good tournament, and then he's back in the Pakistan team. Banned for 5 years by the Emirates Cricket Board as well. So I think the PCB are going to have to look after this boy for the foreseeable future, at least. I just hope for his sake, whoever's advised him to make these decisions has really thought it through, because if he has a couple of bad series, then he's out in the wilderness again, and Emirates Cricket Board aren't going to take him back. Finally, Zaman Khan, yeah, no problems at all with his selection. We know what Zaman can do with the ball. Excellent death overs, takes wickets, fantastic Yorker. Didn't have a great PSL though, so he'll be looking to find his form once again in Pakistani colours. The non-travelling reserves are 𝐓𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫 Khan, Muhammad Ali, the pacer, Muhammad Wasim Jr. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed that he's not in the squad because I like Wasim Jr. I think he's a wholehearted cricketer. 𝗙𝒤𝒄𝒻 Farhan, who had a decent PSL for Lahore Qalandars. And then you've got Salman Ali Agha, who'll be feeling a little bit disappointed, no doubt, because he had a very good PSL for Islamabad United as well. So as I said, Amir and Imad are back. Will be interesting to see what the atmosphere in the Pakistan dressing room is. Obviously, they've been on this team building camp in with the Pakistan Army, and hopefully any issues or unresolved situations have now been ironed out between all these players. In terms of coaching, Azhar Mahmood is back as head coach. I think it's a safe option, bearing in mind Gary Kirsten and Jason Gillespie are waiting in the wings to take over. The job applications, the cut-off date is 15th of April, so that's a few days away. And no doubt once the process has been completed, it looks dead certain that Kirsten will be the Kirsten will be the white ball coach and Gillespie will be the test coach. Azhar Mahmood, as I say, reliable guy, a lot of experience. He's coached in domestic cricket. He was Surrey coach as well, on the Surrey staff in county cricket as well. So a lot of experience under his belt. Good, safe option for this series. And who knows, maybe in future, he'll also have a role within the Pakistan setup. You've got Mohammad Yusuf, the batting coach, fantastic batter. We all know what Yusuf's record's like. Saeed Ajmal, spin bowling coach. And 𝐓𝒏𝒔𝒕𝒂𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒎, who was the chief selector, is now has the role of senior team manager. Not just team manager, senior team manager. Yeah. Never heard that before. So you've got a team manager, Mansoor Rana, when you've got a senior team manager, 𝗏𝒑𝒑𝒑𝒏𝒑𝒏𝒑𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏𝒏 moment in time. Wahab is running the show, so be on good terms with Wahab, and he'll look after you. As I said at the start, I think Pakistan will comfortably win this New Zealand series, although New Zealand will put up a good show. Home conditions, full strength squad, and I think Pakistan will comfortably win. But you never know in Pakistan cricket. Let's hope it's an entertaining series where people come out and fill the venues, and all this is very important preparation ahead of this year's T20 World Cup. Enjoy the cricket, have a great Eid, and all the best to you for the future. Thanks very much for watching. Take care.